So Devon and I met through an online dating app. Because I was working a lot, I didn't have time to go out, hang out with friends. And so my coworkers were actually like, why don't you join a dating app? And so I was like, no, I'm just not that kind of person. And I just, it's just weird. But they're like, just go on it for a week. If you meet someone, great. And if you don't, then it's up to you whether you want to continue it or, if you wanted to get off of it, that's completely up to me. So I was like, okay. So I signed up for a dating app and surprisingly, I matched up with Devon like 2 days later.
I matched with Hannah. I actually super liked her, so even more sense for her.
Well, actually, I think we both had to super like each other for it to think. So we both super like each other. Yeah. So.
And we started talking for a few days, and the rest is history. We went on our first date.
Literally, like I think 4 days later. Yeah. Physical first date, I guess. What's so funny was Devon had actually messaged me. He was like, can you pick me up? And so I thought that was so weird because, normally it's, I don't want to say it's a guy always has to do, picking the girl up, but he had asked me to pick him up. So I was like, sure, I don't mind picking you up. So I pull up to his place and, there comes Devon. And then I was like, oh, it's one thing to see someone through a video and then one thing to actually physically. So at this one, I got to see Devon, the whole. And the funny thing too is Devon told me, he asked me how tall I was. And so I told him I'm 5'6". And he's like, okay, good. Because I'm 5'7". I was like, great, I can't wear heels.
I really started to get to know her personally because we live so far away from each other. When we only spent time with each other on our days off, it made us really appreciate the time we had more.
As we were dating and as we were, spending time with each other and whatnot, I realized how much he cared for me. I always had my hair down when Devon and I was first meeting because I'm not comfortable with my hair, and so I didn't want Devon to see like my hair up, stuff like that. I just, like in a fro, bushy. I didn't want him to see any of that. And honestly, there was one day that I didn't have time to do my hair and I had to come pick up Devon. And I called my sister and I was like, Helen, my hair's not down. That's literally what I told her. And she's like, what's wrong with that? And I was like, Devon has never seen my hair down or up, And I think Helen was like, Hannah, if he really cares for you as much as you say he does, then there's nothing to worry about. But it made me realize, Hannah, it's okay. He likes you nonetheless. And so, that was a big step for me because Devon was like, oh, your hair's up. And I was like, I know, because I was like, I never leave my hair up when I'm with you because I'm so embarrassed, but Devon really made me feel comfortable. And so I think for me, that's where I realized, okay, I could, spend the rest of my life with Devon if he had asked me to.
Experiencing her sentimental side and made me realize she actually cares. I think our first gift that she got me was this photo bomb. Where
Explosion
you open,
box.
Yeah, when I opened it exploded with all our milestones, how we met, our first picture, our first date, our first trip together, all those first, and that's when I started to fall in love with her, obviously, and then realize that I can spend the rest of my life with this person just because it's not about, it's the little things that matter.
I think the one big thing that definitely caught my eye with Devon is he gets along well with everybody. I didn't have to worry about him having to adjust, and I think because I grew up in that lifestyle, like that was another thing my mom really appreciated. Devon was someone that, he never met someone, but he can easily interact. It wasn't like he had to like slowly open up and eventually he'll, think he gets along well with everybody. And I think that really touched my heart, touched my mom's heart, the spicy Korean, you have to open up her heart too, right? And so I don't have to worry about him. Like he gets along with everybody. I don't have to worry about him with my family, introducing him to my friends because he's just like that. I mean, More so funny. I think there's more irritating things that make me laugh.
I love that smile and that high cheekbone, and the high cheekbone smile and that laugh. That brightens the day no matter what. But the one thing I do love about her the most is, as the relationship started getting more and more serious, she undid all the bad habits and kind of molded me into more of a better person. Another thing is she's gotten me to grow closer to God. In the beginning, you know, I was working a lot of Sundays, so it was whenever I had a Sunday off that I would go to church, and then it started becoming, I wake up early, go to church, and then now it's just routine. I love her Korean food. Her doenjang jjigae, kalguksu, her kimchi fried rice, and her kimchi jjigae. I will eat that every single day. Her random mood swings. The mood swings, you know, it'd be a nice day to, you know, start of the day, and then it'll take like a random right turn, and then it'll go back to straight smooth sailing. But I can live with it. When she drives her heavy braking and lead foot. Her napping.
I'm the queen of naps.
You know, when there's a lot of things to do, or a day that's like bang, bang, bang.
You know when they say that you marry your father? Right here. Sorry, Daddy, but I'm literally marrying my father. But he's very stubborn. He won't even admit that he's wrong, or like, I'm sorry. He'll say other stuff to like justify the reason why he said, you know. And so Devon's very stubborn, very, very stubborn.
Comes with being a dragon.
And that frustrates me to the max. He has a short temper. Oh, so small. Like, I mean, like, was that something to get mad about? You know, whether he's cooking and something doesn't go his way, he'll get mad. Or if we're watching TV and something happens, he'll get mad. You think he has a lot of patience, but his temper
Certain things. Certain things have short fuses.
So that's another thing. So Devon and I had planned to go visit my sister in Connecticut for Thanksgiving, and that day that we had actually decided to go, we were walking my dog, and I had just, you know, thrown it out there, and I told Devon, I was like, oh, you know, it'd be really nice if you proposed to me in New York. He just said, it's not time yet.
So I kind of went undercover, asked Helen for all the details about what kind of ring she wanted. What did she tell you about any location in New York? She liked, because Hannah really likes that fall theme. So I already started thinking about all the details of it, and started looking at the ring, shopping for her ring, and me and the sister, Helen, was just going back and forth one day for like a couple hours. I'm at work. This ring, no, not that. How about this ring? No, this ring. And then we agreed on one, finally, and then when she said that's the one, I was like, okay, I'm buying it.
But I didn't know that, and so I was still irritated at the fact that, you know, because for me it's like, we're getting older, you know, I didn't get married when I wanted to, and so, you know, in my mind it's like, I wanted to hurry up and get married because, you know, it's like time's ticking, you know, he wants to have 3 kids. I was like, we're not that young anymore, you know, and so I told him, you know what, can we go ring shopping? So the style that we had originally looked at, I told him I don't want that style anymore. I told him I wanted a completely different style. You know, he's like, what? That ring now? I was like, yeah, I think I want this ring. I think this look will look better. And not knowing he had purchased my ring. And so we literally left the jewelry shop. We left because I was irritated because he was grouchy. And he was grouchy because I had changed my ring.
And it was past the return on the ring, so I'm locked in. There's no going back. Helen drove from Connecticut to New York to meet a friend, and then Helen led the tour in Central Park. Pretty much like, oh, you know, the last time I came, you know, there was a nice looking spot that we can go to. So she led us. You know, we're taking pictures. I have my speech already. And then right after Helen took the picture, Hannah goes, "Can I see? Can I see?" And literally the whole speech in my head just disappeared. And I was like, "Hun, come, I need to tell you something."
I turned around to go see the photo that my sister had taken. My sister's like, no, just stay. And I was like, no, I want to see the photo. And she's like, just stay. And even for my sister, she even told us after the fact, she's like, you threw the whole thing off. And I was just like, well, I didn't know, but like, you know, I wanted to see the photo. But yeah, it was probably the shortest proposal speech ever. I was, you know, in my mind, you know, whenever I get proposed to, I was expecting not a grand, you know, speech, but something like.
You was expecting grand.
With a substance, but it literally was like, I love you, I want to marry you. And then he got down on one knee and was like, will you marry me? And literally my mind was like, that's it?
Well, if you didn't go running to check the picture, you would have had that speech.
And then even to this day, he would always tell me, you know, it's like, I had a perfect speech in my mind, but it completely left my brain after you did your thing. And I was just like, you know, I gotta.
So I told her I wanted to wait for the perfect time, at the perfect place, with the perfect person. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. Prior, I had a whole like 2-minute speech.
Because he was so adamant when I had, you know, thrown it out there. That's like, oh, you know, you should propose to me in New York. He was so like, I literally did not see it coming at all. Because I was just like, oh, okay, maybe not this year. It'll be next year. And so, I mean, in that case, I guess it was a really good surprise. But also, it was just like, I hate you. But I love you. So, I'm excited. I think I know. I mean, it's obviously for any married couple, it's a new chapter, a new season, and so same for Devon and I. It's gonna be a new season, but I'm excited. I think, you know, finally, you know, living my life with the love of my life, it's gonna be an adventure. Him and I have gone through enough where we can, you know, push each other for the better. And I can see the person that Devon will be as a husband, as a family man, as a father. But I think through everything, whether it's the highs or the lows, you know, I think we'll be able to really enjoy this journey, you know, and make those around us looking at us, you know, proud that, you know, and I know I made a great decision.
I hope so. I think this year has been our year. A lot of things that God has put in front of us has laid down a path, starting the next chapter in our lives together, and I'm excited. And I wouldn't have anyone in this journey with than you.
I love you so much. I thank God every day for you. It definitely wasn't the easiest relationship, but there's no one else that I really would have wanted to go through those things with. But thank you for loving me. For me, you love me so well. And I realize that more and more every day. I'm so blessed to be loved by you. I'm so excited to start this new chapter with you and to just make all our dreams come true and all our wishes and everything together. And I'm so excited to see where God is going to take us, take this relationship, take this marriage, take our family in the future. And I'm so glad to call you my husband. So thank you. I love you.
Hannah, I just wanted to tell you that I look forward to our wedding day. seeing you walking down the aisle in that beautiful white dress of yours and starting to spend the rest of our lives together. I look forward to starting a family with you, enjoying your companionship as my wife and future mother to our kids. I have faith in God that He will guide us into the right path as we start this new chapter in our lives together. Our marriage will succeed for years to come. And I just wanted to tell you that I love you so much, and I wouldn't have anyone to spend the rest of my life with other than you. I look forward to this next chapter in our lives together. I love you, and I can't wait to be your husband.